What's up, everybody? Good morning. It's Chris from Grounded Beef. So I called into work today. Don't tell anybody. I want to finish this hole this morning and then go down to the basement and jack up the other floor. I want to get that all done today. I just wanted to show you that when you leave, when you're doing stonework and you're going to be done for the day, like, leave yourself a starting point. So I'll go show you. So just leave yourself a nice starting point where you can just add more concrete and go. Like, I left that, I didn't really leave anything on there. And now I'll put concrete on there and then just start building up and get her all closed up this morning. So I know I touched on this the last video, but like, you can really see this is just really dirt. Like, it's mud. They made mud, and like, you can really see that now. Like, it's just mud. We took dirt, made it into a mud, and started stacking it and it just amazes me that it's this big. Like, you know how much time that must have taken? Like, it's huge. So, I mean, just think about that. Like, they got dirt, made mud, which they probably used a lot of the dirt from the basement, I guess, when they dug that out. But, like, I don't know, it's just kind of cool to think about. You know, 200 years ago this was made. Times were a lot different. Alright, so I almost finished the concrete work. I'm like one bag short of concrete. That's what I need to get another 4 or 5 bags because there's more cracks I want to fill up, but it's close enough. I'll take you out there a little bit later. But today I'm gonna fix these, or try to. They sag down, and upstairs there's probably less than an inch, but these pulled out of the pockets. Well, not totally out, but I don't want it to get any worse. So my buddy was here the other day, and we were talking about running a jacks, you know, these jacks, put a beam across there. Well, if I do that, then I'm gonna get rid of this walkway with a beam right here. So I got thinking, because over behind here they have a board in there. So I was looking at that. So what I think I'm gonna do is jack up on these 2 boards here. This one and this one. Just put a jack on there and see if those 2 boards will go up. Once I get them up, a 2x4 will fit in there. So if I get them up and then put a 2x4 in there, and if it doesn't fit in there, I'll notch it out a little bit more, and I'll fit a 2x4 up in there, and then I'll screw it to the beam. Then I don't have to have a jack here. Like, you know, and I mean, we didn't come up with that idea, but by talking it through, you know, I came up with that idea. So hopefully it'll work. That's what I'm going to try to do. So hopefully you'll hang out with me. Please hit the like button. That gets the algorithms going, and it will help me grow the channel. For me, it's not about growing the channel to be for monetarily. It's about teaching people and getting the news out that, you know, like, I want to encourage people to start farms and start side hustles and buy real estate and, you know, all that stuff. So by hitting the like button, it really helps me out. That's the last I'll speak of that today. So yeah, so I'm gonna go get the jack and get all set up here. Okay, so this is the room upstairs, above those floor joists. So I just measured it as 3/4 of an inch, and it's just right there. So I'm gonna jack up on them the two that I showed you, and see what happens. Because this, I don't know why that goes up over there, but we'll see what happens. Okay, so I'm doing it. I got a 4x4 in there, and then the bottle jack, and then this, which is crooked, but we're just gonna go with it. I don't have a ton of pressure on there. I got the baby bottle jack, so I moved about 1/8 of an inch already, and I don't have to go very far. You know, I just want to get it up so that like that's about 1/4 of an inch. I don't know. I don't want to get crazy with it. But like, I just want to get it up enough that I could put a good 2x4 in there and just, because I do that all the time. I'm sorry. I figured out the tub is over here. The tub is here. The wall that had a gap in it is over there, a little ways. I can see the boards there where they're bowed down. So I could stuff some shims in there and probably suck that up. I just don't want this to move any more than it has. Like, I want to, that's my main objective. Like, put a brace in here so it can't move anymore and call it a day. Like, especially with the tub over here, because if we fill up the tub with water, like, that's a lot of weight. So I just don't want it to move anymore. Ever. Okay, so I know you're probably all getting sick of the floor thing, but so am I. I want to move on, but I have to do it right, or somewhat right. So I got a 2x4 in there. So I took the jack back out that I had over here because this 2x4 is tapered down. So I'm trying to jack that one up. So I put a screw in up there. I don't know if you can see it, but right there. And I backed these screws off. So now I'm jacking that up. I don't know how high I'm going to go. I just want it, I don't care that it's level, because upstairs is level, or fairly level. I just want to get this closer. So stay tuned. I'll keep you posted. All right, so there it is. It's as close as it's going to get. I took the jack out and I put a bunch of screws in there. Now I'm going to scribe the date on there. I just think that's cool for the next person that owns this. You know, hopefully they'll still be on there in 100 years. And they can just see when that was put in there. So, yeah. I don't know what to do over there. I might try to replace some of that board there with a 2x4. I don't know. I'm gonna see on that. All right, so I'm calling it a day. I got downstairs done for today. I got this done. this one little hole, teeny tiny hole. I needed at least one more bag of concrete because I gotta fill up there yet and down, and so I didn't point it up very much. I didn't make it look real pretty because I gotta fill in there yet and fill in a bunch of other spots. So I'll come back through and probably show you that. I'll point it up good so it looks more like this here, so it looks good and not like a farmer did it. So with that, maybe I'll shoot a little bit at home. I gotta feed the cows yet, but with that, get to know a farmer, and I'll see you tomorrow.